Everybody, and welcome back to Slowpoke Racing and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Eldridge Air Conditioning. Sorry for the longer pause than usual there. I was pressing buttons a bit quicker than I was actually ready for them. Excuse me. Yes, I'm back, and so is my cough. So again, I will apologise to anybody that gets me coughing in their ears while watching this racing. What a fantastic race we had in race 1, which saw Stormfly take the overall win with, Motorstorm took the win overall with Brisbane just behind him. It was Stormfly that came in third, and reverse grid this time around. So without further messing about from me, let's have a look down the grid, shall we? So we've got Enzo Jack on pole position now, Matty just behind him in second with Agent Smith in third. Victor is fourth, Fitzy is fifth, Dyson is sixth, Panic at the Tesco is seventh, Scott is eighth, Stormfly ninth, Brisbane 10th, and Motorstorm, race 1 winner, all the way back down in 11th. Osman unfortunately had to retire from race 1 and has not made it back onto the grid. So we are just down to the 11. Now, if you did watch race 1, you'll caught at the end there, I said that there is going to be a mandatory stop for this one. It is racing mediums and racing hard tyres that have to be used in this race. You can use them whenever you like and in any order you like, but each compound has to be used. So let's crack on, shall we, before I start coughing again. Oh, nice little sticker there on the front of Enzo Jack's car. I didn't spot that before, but yeah, enjoy that one. So as we head across the start-finish line to start race 2 here in Switzerland at Deep Forest Raceway, 2.6 miles and 18 turns ahead of us. Oh, Smith makes a bit of a move very early on into turn 1. Enzo Jack will just follow him through. Mattiola goes through into second, Smith in third. Then we've got Victor in fourth, Fitzy in fifth. It's all going to be very, very tight and cosy through turns 2, 3 and 4. Very early on. Oh, Victor's got a bit wide there. So Victor down to 6. He's got Panic at the Tesco all over him. It's all got a bit bumper cars in there, doesn't it? Look how tightly packed it is. There is just no room when you come through that tunnelly section. Into turn 9, then into turn 10. This is where most people are going to pick up penalties. I'm just keeping an eye on them as they crossing over the lines there, with Scott down in 9th, Stormfly and Brisbane still at the back. Although Motorstorm has already made, well, he's made a few places up, hasn't he? Motorstorm, he's really trying to get through the grid very early on. He's on the medium tyres as he has a look at the inside of Panic at the Tesco at turn 14. Oh, it's all got oh, and Fitzy's gone. It's all getting a bit touchy-feely, I think, at turn 14. A mixture of tyres as well. We've probably gone back too far, but who cares? But let's see what's happened to Fitzy then as we come out the tunnel into the daylight. Well, it's a bit grey and murky, isn't it? Now then, was he helped? Oh no, the back end, just a bit of oversteer there, a bit of power down too early, and I think somebody else spun as well. I'm not sure if we can see it from, yeah, there we go, it's was it Victor? And then did Victor do the same? Oh, now then, it looks like he might have been helped around the corner actually, Victor. What's he got behind him? He's got Panic at the Tesco behind him. Motorstorm goes for that inside move. Oh, and it was Motorstorm that caught Victor. Twice. No. No. That is not what we wanted to see. That is not what we want to see. Motorstorm had a bit of a bite. There's Fitzy parked up, and then Panic at the Tesco. Oh, it was Panic at the Tesco, not Motorstorm. I do apologise, Motorstorm. It was Panic that got a bit. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Poor old Victor now down to 11th as Victor recovered himself. Fitzy recovered himself, sorry, and Fitzy goes through to 10th. Victor now down in 11th, and look at the gap between the rest of the pack from these two guys. What a shame. First lap and it's already almost race over for these guys. Excuse me. Enzo Jack though still out in front with Matty just behind him in second, Smith in third, just biding his time at the minute, try and get through this section, maybe thinking about a move when he gets onto the back straight after turn 10. He's on the medium tyres, the same as the two guys in front. In fact, let's have a look, see who else is on them. Dyson, Storm, oh no, Stormfly is on the hard tyres, currently sitting in fifth. What a great first lap he's had to get himself all the way from 9th up to 5th. As we can see, a bit of a battle going on behind as Panic at the Tesco's got half a second penalty. He slams the brakes on as both Brisbane and Motorstorm go through. Scott on the inside, not quite close enough to make a move on Motorstorm. Breeze through successfully. Motorstorm through. Scott in 8th, he's got through turn 14 okay, and he's just chasing these two cars down in front of him. Then we've got Panic at the Tesco down in 9th as everybody dives to the inside line. Nobody wants to give an inch on this track, do they? Come on, cameraman, keep up. We've got a bit of a battle taking place up ahead. We are back to work race 1 again with Motorstorm and Brisbane fighting it out at turn 1, but this time Motorstorm gets his nose in front and moves up into 6th with Brisbane chasing him. Let's jump on board with Briz as we go through turns 3 and 4 into turn 5 and into the bridge, or a little short tunnel shall we say. Quick look behind us, Scott there in 8th, and Brisbane really pushing Motorstorm now. Motorstorm picking up half a second penalty. That will put a smile on Brisbane's face. I'm not so sure that Motorstorm will be serving it this time around. He's kicking up plenty of dirt, isn't he, Motorstorm? Yes, he is. The bar starts to fill up, so Brisbane should, well, he's lost a little bit of ground actually as Brisbane on Motorstorm, but he should still, the momentum should still carry him through to take the P6. Let's have a look as Motorstorm gets back on the power. He goes very defensive as well, having served that penalty, and he's going to hold on to it unless Brisbane can get the old switcheroo cut back. No, he can't. Motorstorm hero served his penalty and then went immediately on the defensive. But this time it looks like Brisbane's got him. He's right up his chuff. He has to pull alongside. Got a bit touchy-feely again. Across the start-finish length to start lap 4 into turn 1. Oh, Motorstorm. Oh, there you go, my son. Come across. Just drifted straight across in front of Brisbane there. Maybe there was a bit more gap than I thought there was. I'm sure Brisbane didn't see it that way. He's had his nose cut off completely there. I think that's kind of threw Brisbane out as well, as he's getting a little bit erratic there. Scott sitting in 8th. Panic at the Tesco in 9th with Fitzy in 10th and Victor all the way down in 11th. So back up to the top then, Enzo Jack having a great opening few laps. Started in pole position on those medium tyres. He's got himself a nice little gap between himself and Dyson, just behind him in second. That's a good start from Dyson. Started 6th on the grid and is now up into P2 and on the podium. So Dyson having a cracking opening, a couple of laps then on those medium tyres. He's got Agent Smith just behind him. But that's your podium it stands at the minute with Enzo, Dyson and Smith all occupying a step each. We've got Matty Older in 4th. All on his lonesome really, although he has got Stormfly and Motorstorm chasing him down, and Motorstorm really been in the battles, hasn't he? So is Stormfly. Oh, another. Was that a late move? Not for me to say, but it just seemed a bit oh well, I don't know, I'll let you lot make your own decisions about that one. Seemed a bit late to me, but well, again, Motorstorm is probably 10 seconds quicker than I am, so who am I to judge these guys? Motorstorm up to 5th, Stormfly in 6th. I'm sure he's not going to let that one lie without a fight. Then we've got Bitsy. So back up to, let's have a look at the top and see what's happening there. The gap is still there for Enzo Jack as he comes around turn 10. Just being very careful not to pick up any more penalties. We don't want any of that shenanigans. Dyson in second with Smith in third. And then as we drop back down to this little battle again, oh, it's Stormfly that's picked up half a second penalty, so that's going to give Motorstorm even more opportunity to pull away from him. Where's Brisbane? Brisbane in 8th behind Bitsy. Bitsy not close enough to Stormfly to actually capitalise when he serves that penalty. Although Stormfly, well, that didn't look a comfortable turn, did it? Seems to be a little bit out of sorts this week, this Stormfly. He's been in the battle. Oh, he's into the pits now with those hard tyres. I think he's had enough of them. Let's just get rid, he says. So Brisbane on the mediums, Scott on the mediums. Well, everybody's on mediums now, aren't they? Was Stormfly the only one? Yeah, so Stormfly was the only one to start on the hard tyres. So he's in the pit to get them changed. So he's got 10 laps to go then, 10 or 11 laps to go on the medium. So it's going to be interesting to see how far these guys can go. I think 11 laps is probably realistic on the medium tyres. So that should take Stormfly to the end of the race. It just depends how, where is he? Let's have a look. Well, he's sitting in 7th. So, yeah, well, it's not a big ask, is it, for him to catch up? He's got a half-second penalty, which he's going to have to serve, and he has got a mirror full of Brisbane at the minute. But Stormfly's out on a fresh set of medium boot. Obviously Brisbane, his are now 6 laps old. But still looking pretty cool, actually, our Brisbane tyres. He will take over P7 from Stormfly when he serves that penalty. We'll just stick with them. And there we go, Brisbane through into 7th. Stormfly serves his penalty, manages to hold on to 8th as Scott is just too far back, but a bit closer now. Panic at the Tesco in 10th. Then we've got quite a big gap then back to Victor. Not the start he wanted for this race, and well, yeah, it's just a really big ask now, isn't it, to get him to catch back up again. So unlucky for Victor. The sun suddenly decided to come out, shining right in the eyes, so I've just closed the blinds a little bit. Enzo Jack, what a race he's having so far. Absolutely loving it out there is Enzo Jack. Dyson is getting a little bit closer, I think. The gap between Dyson and Enzo Jack is closing. Let's have a look at the lap time, shall we? So, fastest man on track at the minute is Dyson, currently sitting in 2nd with a 1:27.6. Dyson, sorry, Enzo Jack, his fastest is a 1:27.8, so 2/10 off of Dyson's. Let's have a look. Dyson, well, he actually got that fast lap in lap 2. His last lap was a 27.7, but very consistent actually, Dyson. So 27.7 and a 27.8, so yeah, it's close between them. Then we've got Smith, he's also in the 27s as well. So some good lap times being put in by these guys on the medium tyres as well. Christ, couldn't even get that on soft tyres. And a turbo switch and everything else. Matty in 4th. This is a much better showing from Matty. He's enjoying himself out there now. Although he has got Motorstorm bearing down on him. Motorstorm looking for win number 2. And he's pushing hard, isn't he? He really is pushing hard, his Motorstorm. Seems to have got to grips with this car very early on, which is obviously what you need to do. And having a great outing here in Switzerland, his Motorstorm, as he gets ever closer to Matty Older. So it's only going to be a matter of time, I think, before he's looking at moving up into P4. Fitzy, let's have a look at Fitzy in 6th. Well, it's all very, very lonely for Fitzy, isn't it? looking comfortable though in P6. Look at the gap between Fitzy and Brisbane at the minute. Now we do know that Brisbane has made a pit stop, but that is an almighty gap between 6th and 7th. 7th currently held by Brisbane, Stormfly just behind him in 8th. Excuse me, I do apologise for this problem. Stormfly yet to make a stop, so this is a good position for Brisbane to be in. He knows that all the guys around him have got to make a stop. So holding on to 7th at the minute is a fantastic position to be in. Stormfly sitting in at 8th, he's got to make a stop, as has Scott, Panic and Victor. They've all got to stop. In fact, everybody on the track has got to stop except for Brisbane. So it's either he knows something they don't, or he's got it completely wrong. We shall see. We shall see into the closing stages of this race. We're on lap 9 of 16, so what's that, 7 laps including this one to go, as Enzo Jack takes us down towards turn 14 then. Dyson ever getting closer. Around they go, nice and safely. Smith in there as well, sitting there in 3rd. So these three looking comfortable at the minute, although as I keep saying, they've got to make a pit stop. So shall we go on board with Enzo Jack as he crosses the start finish line, down into turn 1 then, braking around about the 50-metre board, jogging it into the turn, just being very patient before getting back on the throttle again, using every bit of the track you can, putting a little bit off of these at turns 2 and 3. Turn 4, bit of a tricky one actually. You don't want to go too far over those bump curb things. Then under the tunnel into turn 6, into the next tunnel, out at turn 7. A quick look behind, Dyson is still there sniffing around. Through turn 7 and 8, into turn 9, and then into turn 10, avoiding the penalties, and then we are into the first of the tunnels, through turn 11 and 12, which are inside this tunnel. There's the daylight, but as soon as you hit the daylight, you're thrown straight back into another tunnel. That's the penalty zone, and down towards turn 14. Dyson, is he close enough? I don't think he is, not to make a move at turn 14. Nicely on the brakes and back on the power again for Enzo Jack. Although Dyson, look how close he is now. These guys will be starting to think about their pit stops as we follow this little battle down. We're just going to stay with these two guys just for a minute because this is the race for the lead as Dyson pulls to the outside. Enzo Jack got the inside line, but we saw in race 1 it doesn't really make that much difference. There is plenty of grip out there. Oh, it's Enzo Jack, what's happened there? Do you know, I think the same thing happened last week. He just forgot to turn the corner. No, we have gone back too far, but we don't mind that. We don't mind that. I don't know. So you can see Dyson putting the pressure on. He pulls to the side. So Dyson's going to have to go around the outside. Enzo Jack, let's have a look. Oh, he just broke too late. Way too late. You were never going to make that turn braking at that point. What a shame. What an absolute shame. Enzo Jack was having an absolute storming race. And after that incident, he's picked up damage at the front now. And down to 4th. He is... Dyson has obviously gone through, but so has Smith. Motorstorm Hero has gone through as well. Enzo Jack down to 4th, and he's got Mattioda all up his rear end and looking to get by as well. So poor old Enzo Jack. Oh, I'm angry for you. It was just too late on the brakes, and that damn thing didn't slow down enough for him. And a big old snog with Barry Hart. But now then, Mattioda is going to have a look and say Enzo Jack, he's got back up to full power again, but I think Mattioda's got a drop on him. And Matty moves through into 4th. Enzo Jack just slots in behind him to pick up a little bit of slipstream before they get turn 14, but Matty has already got the job done and moves up into 4th. Enzo Jack now down into 5th with Fitzy chasing him down. Well, I can't say it's the tyres that's causing him issues, because they're not too bad actually at the minute, as he starts to fight back against Matty Older. So Enzo Jack now looking at making a move. Fitzy, he's getting closer, isn't he? He's going to be joining this party soon, as Enzo Jack now has a look at the inside line. Has he got his braking point right this time? Yes, he has. Couldn't quite get the job done on Matty, but he's still there and sticking with him. And all the while these two are battling. Fitzy is getting closer and closer. Great livery on Fitzy's car. Love that. Well, it's very simple, isn't it? But I absolutely love it. Oh, as Enzo Jack took another big spin. What is going on now? Has Enzo Jack just completely lost the plot? Has he dropped his cigarettes, or was he helped? What has happened here? Maybe just pushing too hard. Everything okay here so far? Into turn 6. Oh, it's just too much power. Too much power. The oversteer kicked in and around he went, and another Kisper barrier and another damaged front fender for Enzo Jack. It's all gone for him. He's having such a fantastic race as well. And it's all gone wrong towards the end. See what's happening elsewhere. Brisbane in 7th. Remember, he has made a pit stop. Stormfly in 8th. Scott in 9th. Panic in 10th. And Victor in 11th. With everybody still to make a pit stop. So Dyson now heading down towards the start finish line to start lap 13. So they are going to have to pit at the end of this lap. I think it's a minimum of 3 laps on the hard tyres. I can never remember. Which is 2 or 3. If it's 3, then everyone's going to have to start diving into the pit at the end of this lap. Otherwise they'll run out of lap and they'll all be fined. But Dyson looking very comfortable for his first win of the season, I think this will be. So he'll be pleased, doing a fantastic job at the minute. Taking a good old chunk out of that corner. And getting away with it as well, actually. Into turn 10, nice and smooth. Back on the power again, looking good for Dyson. Motorstorm sitting in 2nd, doing everything he can to catch up. What a great race he's had though, to get all the way from 11th up into P2. Now I've had a bit of a tussle with one or two of the guys on the way through, but he's up there. Matty in 3rd. This is a much better showing from Matty than he had in race 1. He'll be pleased with this so far. Fitzy sitting there in 4th. There we go then. So this is where the frenzy starts in the pit lane as Dyson has come in. Everybody else is going to have to follow him in then. No, nothing. Matty, somebody forgot to send in the memo. I think Matty doesn't realise he's got to do 3 stops. So Matty has carried on. Brisbane obviously is going to carry on because he's already made his stop. This could get confusing now. No, well, Stormfly stayed out as well, or has he pitted? I think Stormfly might have already pitted actually. Them tyres, excuse me, them tyres do look pretty fresh actually. Same as Scott, so apologies, they have already pitted, haven't they? Smith then out on a set of hard tyres with Fitzy literally inside him actually. It's a good job the ghosting system's on, isn't it? Those two, a bit of the old human centipede thing going on there. Oh, let's not go there, eh? So now then, after the pit stop, let's have a look and see what's happening. Matty Older is still out in front, although, like I say, I think he should have pitted at the end of lap 13. We will let the stewards sort that one out. He may not have been told, actually, as this is his first race, he may have been told wrong about the time. I don't know, whatever the reason is. He's going to have to come in now anyway, because he's going to run out of fuel. So Matty is in. Dyson will regain the lead of this race. Motorstorm on the hard tyres now. Everybody's out on the hard tyres except for Brisbane, I believe. Brisbane's the only one on the mediums. But Motorstorm goes through to take second. Brisbane in third, and he's actually getting a little bit closer to Motorstorm. So Brisbane on the medium tyres are a few laps old now, so it should be up to tempo and working well for him. Brisbane is going to be pushing hard with 2 laps to go. He's got Motorstorm within his sights. These two are back up to battling again. Brisbane really pushing hard, isn't he? He wants to get closer to Motorstorm. He wants to get on that second step of the podium. We've got Scott down in 4th. Have a look. He's not that far away, to be honest, but Brisbane is pushing hard. He's on the mediums, has got the better grip at the minute. I think he's going to struggle to catch up to these guys. We've got Stormfly. They're on the mediums as well, didn't they? I'm confused now. Did Scott and Stormfly start on mediums or start on hard? Or start on mediums, switch to hard, do a bit... Oh, I don't know, I give up. So anyway, Dyson, I must have missed it. They must have done 3 stops. They must have started on the mediums, came in, switched to hard, done a few laps, and then gone back out, back in, changed to mediums again. As we see Dyson across the line then to start his final lap. I've not been well. You know I've not been well. I'm getting all confused. Motorstorm in second, although he is being put under a lot of pressure by Brisbane. Brisbane having a bit of a look at the inside, no room there. Motorstorm just gets his car positioned in the right way to stop Brisbane getting through. The fuel light is flashing, so Motorstorm will have that in the corner of his eye. He will be aware. It is on the last lap though, so he should be okay. Brisbane doing absolutely everything to get by Motorstorm. Let's just jump on board with Brisbane for a couple of turns as we come out of turn 5 into 6 into 7, 8 and 9, then down the hill towards turn 10. If you're going to get a move done, Brisbane, this is the place to do it. Just that you need a good exit out of turn 10. Oh, as Motorstorm gets a little bit squirrely but holds on to it. Brisbane really giving it the beans now, trying to get into the slipstream. The only chance he's really going to have to make a move on Motorstorm is going to be as they come down towards turn 14. Motorstorm knows it and decides to take the defensive line. What is Brisbane going to do here? He's early on the brakes. He's looking for the old switcheroo like he did in race 1. Oh, he couldn't get it done. Oh, and the back end has come round. We're going to go back up and see our race leader cross the line. What a brilliant race from Dyson. His first victory of the season. Well done to him. Motorstorm is going to manage to hold on to P2 with Brisbane in 3rd. Scott, what a battle he's having to cross the line in 4th with Stormfly in 5th. Matty across the line in 6th. Then we've got Smith in 7th. Fitzy 8th. Panic at the Tesco in 9th. Victor, well, race ruined really for Victor very early on in this race. And he just crawls across the line to take 10th with poor old Enzo Jack. Had an absolute brilliant first, well, 2/3 of this race, and then it just all came undone for him. And across the line in 11th. What a shame for Enzo Jack. I really feel for him there, but he'll come back fighting even stronger next week, I'm sure. Well, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for putting up with my coughing and spluttering and choking. Hope it didn't spoil it. I shall be back next week when we are somewhere else. I don't know where we are next week. I'm going to find it now. I am going to find it now. Lego Missouri, they are, I found it. We will be at Lego Missouri. Another fantastic track, so join me for that. Catch you all soon.